What's going on, everybody? What we have here is an old Schwinn. It's a 60s Schwinn Flying Star or something. I can't quite read there, but this is an old Schwinn with an internal 2-speed hub. And the customer brought it in because he's got a bunch of them with these, a bunch of broken spokes. And he wanted me to replace a spoke, but I told him that there was more than a spoke broken. There's more like 12 spokes broken, and that the best thing to do is just to rebuild this wheel. Shouldn't have been an issue because we've got over $10,000 worth of spokes. However, this is using a different size than normal, which I'm not surprised. It's like a 277 millimeter spoke. No problem, except that I don't have it. So I checked my other distributors, and nobody seems to have a 277 millimeter spoke. So what do you do? What do bike shops do when they don't have the spokes and they can't get them? Well, I'm going to tell you. They have a spoke threading tool, and they either have the really nice one or they have the little handheld one. And I think last time I checked on the nice spoke tool, which was a oh man, it's slipping my mind right now, but it's a Phil Wood tool. I think last time I checked it was like $5,000 for this spoke threader. So we opted for the little handheld one that's like $100 and something, and it does an excellent job. It just takes you 10 times longer than the Phil Wood spoke threader. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and take this wheel off, and we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to find some spokes that are close to this, and we're going to go ahead and get those threaded, and I'm going to show you how it's done. First things first, let's get this off. So we're going to go ahead and get the spokes off of this, and this right here is Zeke. He's actually going to be, he's our new intern, so we're teaching him some things, and hopefully we'll be able to get some work out of him, and he'll get some education, and we can work together, and if everything goes good, we can bring him on full time. So let's go ahead and get these spokes out of this so we can go ahead and make some spokes. Let's make sure, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the spokes are going all the way to the end of the nipple, and they are. And let's double check on the size, because I ordered some 277s, but nobody's got them in stock. 277, yep. Alright. Since we're having to make these spokes, we can just cut them all, save some time. Let's go over to the table, and we're going to show y'all how it's done. Okay, so here we are. We've got a lot of spokes over here. What we need is something that is, what we need is 277, which we don't have. We've got some close, but so we've got some 290s there. I should have some blank spokes around here somewhere. There's some blank ones right there. Alright, so what we've got in this box is we've got a Hosan C700. What it is this is the spoke threader. So we want to put it in a vise. This one's not bolted to anything right now, but I actually bought it from a flea market for not a lot of money. So let's make sure we got the proper head on there, which should be the 14 gauge, and indeed it is. Zeke, can you hand me that black and blue, green bottle of lube right there? Yes, that's good right there. This is going to be our cutting fluid. So what we've got here is we've got our spokes, and we've got our grinder here. So we have to measure each spoke to 277. Eye protection. Gotta have eye protection. Again, from one of our viewers, thank you for these DeWalt eye protection. I really appreciate y'all sending this to me, because it's very nice. So thank you very much again. So we're going to cut all of these. We're going to clean the threads, and then we're going to thread each spoke individually, and that's what takes so long, is the fact that we're having to do each and every single one. So let's make sure I'm cutting it at the proper length. Yep. Of course, I'm pretty sure that this is a 36 hole. I should make sure. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 times 2 is 36. I paid attention to the count on Sesame Street. So let's see, 277. So I've got my spoke here that I'm going to be using as a template. Actually, I think I'd prefer to have one with the piece of tape on there. Alright, let's make sure this is still good. Yes, sir, it is. So I've got my template here. I won't be getting it mixed up. So what's going on here, Zeke, is this template is 1 millimeter shorter than the rest of them, which allows me to line it up. And if I check this, it should be right about 276.5 or 277 on the button, just like that. Now that we've got these spokes cut, we're going to put on our eye protection, and we're going to get our ruler to measure, so we can keep an eye on the length. And we've got our little grinding tool here. This is one of those Chicago electric power tools. I love this thing because it's so quiet. I can turn it on and I can still be talking to you. It's not loud at all. So what we need to do is we need to clean the ends of these spokes, put a slight taper to it to allow the threads to grip onto it. So now that we've got all our spokes cut, I've measured them, I've checked them twice. Now that they're all cut, we've got our Hosan tool right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to simply slide it into the hole. We're going to give it a few millimeters from the end. And what I like to do is I like to back it up like 2 turns, and I put a little bit of weight. I'm a little firm on it, pushing it forward. And I'm going to turn it 24 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then we're going to back off on it. And what we've got here, what we have here is we've got a perfect spoke. I don't know if you can see right here with the camera. Here. Can't really see it. But anyway, we've got our thread on the spoke. So we've got the spoke threaded, and we can start with the next one. Okay, so that's one. And every once in a while, we want to put a little bit of oil on these rollers. That keeps them working smoothly. Now that we've got this wheel built, let's get this tire put on, and let's get this wheel put onto the frame, and let's take it out for a test ride. It lives again. So we've got the new spokes on here. We've got the bottom bracket adjusted. The gears shift from first, boom, second. Wow, that shifted pretty good. All right. So that's what bike shops have to do when they can't get spokes. They have to make their own. If you liked this video, please leave me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to tell your friends. Check out some of the other videos on the corner of the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.